My breast reduction fund that I've been pushing for the past nearly a year just hit its target. I can book an appointment. This actually happened yesterday at work, but obviously I can't film myself at work for reasons, but oh my god, I'm so happy and I kind of can't believe it. I've emailed the surgery and I guess I'm gonna vlog this experience. I'll let you guys know how it goes.
Hey ballerinos, I had my first consultation a couple of days ago. I didn't immediately film how I felt after it because, in all honesty, I was exhausted. I was recounting all of the health problems I've had for the past at least 5 years, probably longer, and I just didn't have the energy to talk about it on camera, but it's been a few days now. So the appointment was about an hour. I was basically shown what sort of scarring will look like. The surgeon took measurements to work out things. Turns out my boobs are so big that they have to change up how they normally do the surgery because otherwise I'll lose my nipples. It's a fun time. So I'm probably gonna have like a full nipple graft, but that's fine. I need to talk to work about booking off recovery time, which I'm stressed about, but we'll get there. And that's about all I've got for you all right now. I'll fill you in after the next appointment. Again, it may be a few days after because if it drains me as much as this did, yeah, it was a lot. But I'm so relieved that this is gonna happen for me. Once again, if you donated anything, thank you so much. The fundraiser is still open because I'm going to have medical bills for the next 5 years, which is basically not a thing in the UK really. So if you fancy helping me out with those, I'll put the link down below. Anything that goes through that will just go straight onto paying off the honking great amount of debt I'm about to take out. Worth it. It's worth it for my quality of life and for my spine to stop curving. But it's a lot. Catch you all later.
So I just got an email telling me my surgery will be in May or June. I don't know if I've said on here before, but it was originally meant to be in January, but Liverpool had really bad like COVID cases at the start of this year, so they were used as like overflow. And I know it can't be helped, but I'm still in quite a lot of pain and I just hope it actually happens this time. I currently do not have my camera with me because I'm moving house, but a thing just happened and I need to talk about it to you guys. I have a surgery date now. It's the 17th of June. It is now 18 months since I put up my fundraiser. I was supposed to get the surgery in January, as you've probably seen from a few clips here and there. It's been delayed time and time again because of COVID, which no one could have accounted for. If you donated anything to my fundraiser that is allowing me to do this, I can never thank you enough. This is going to change my life. I have my pre-op on Friday, which I'm nervous for. I don't know why, I've not been really particularly nervous before. I'm going to watch back clips when I'm editing this and realise I maybe was, but I don't feel like I've been nervous before. I've just been full speed ahead, and now it's sinking in that I am going to be knocked out and cut open. And whilst I'm very excited, I'm also terrified. Please excuse the sultry sounds of my dishwasher. I have a dishwasher now. I'll show you guys around the new flat, hopefully soon, once I've finished moving from the last one. But yeah, oh my goodness. I feel like all I can say is thank you. It's actually happening. So, I finished work. I've had my COVID swab about a day or so ago. And tomorrow I'm getting my surgery at long last. And I'm kind of freaking people out with how not concerned I am about having surgery. My mum just rang and was like, well, sure, you're a bit concerned. No, I just want it to be done. Just want it to be done. But yeah, I'm sure at some point you'll get drugged up Bob, some point quite soon. I don't know how sensical they'll be, but I feel like it's worth leaving in, right? But yeah, I'm excited. My loan's been approved. I now owe £5,000 in medical things, which is something I never thought would happen living in the UK, but don't really want my spine to degenerate more, so needs must. I have to take so many more clothes than I'd ever take for a one-night trip. I've been told I need 2 pairs of pyjamas, not sure why. Need slippers to go into the surgery room because you're not allowed to wear shoes. Need a dressing gown, again, not really sure why, it's the middle of summer. Post-surgery bra with like 500 hooks. Notebook and pens. All my prescription meds. Had the surgery. Oh, I'm not feeling bad, but I am knackered. I'm trying to eat because that's the good shit, but very tired. Sleepy Bob now. Sleepy bitch hours. I'm very slowly getting out of my hospital clothes into my clothes and ow first. But also I'm very happy with how it's turned out. I've ummed and ahed about making this bit of the video. I didn't want to like put people off, but I think I'd be remiss to not mention it. So I have lost one of my nipples. My boobs were so large going into surgery that I was told from the get-go that was a really high risk. A lot of vessels were getting constricted, and last week, 3 weeks after surgery, I had to just watch as my doctor cut my now dead nipple off my body. And it's fine, it is what it is. I'm really not that upset about it. I think my doctor expected me to be more upset. But it does mean I now have a gaping fucking hole in my tit, and I'm having to have dressings that apply a vacuum put around them regularly, which is slowing the healing process. Like, one boob basically healed, the other boob, massive hole in it, so that's where I'm at. Got a fucking massive sack of antibiotics. Can't drink for 2 weeks, yeah. I was meant to go on a date in 2 days. That is not happening now. Hey Pallerinos, I considered setting up the whole like rig for this. The tripod, the microphone. And then I realised that I'd kind of just look out of place with the other footage I have for this. So let's talk about where I am now. This will probably go up not too long after I film this part, so assume this is me now. I am doing so well. Even with the complications, even with every fucking thing that went wrong. It wasn't all just to do with surgery, everything in my life just went wrong at the same time, hence like the big gap I had on my channel. Even with that, I feel like I've gotten my life back by doing this. I can freely walk every day. I just did a trip where I went down south. I didn't have to panic if someone was like, oh, let's walk round the corner, because my back wasn't spasming. And yeah, I'm in debt for 5 years, which is a long time, and I'm not. And also the only reason I was able to do this was the kindness of people who donated to my fundraiser. I'm very grateful that I was able to do it. I know it's not an option that everybody has, and I cannot explain how much better my quality of life is now, how much happier I am now, how, you know, I get to rejoin climbing this week. Finally, I'm healed enough. And I started to think I was never going to be able to go back climbing because my back just wouldn't allow it. I did not realise how much pain I was in until it was gone, and I would not wish that pain on anyone. And like, yeah, my back has got permanent damage, but because there's not as much force going through it constantly, I'm not in constant debilitating pain. And oh my god, there are so many choices for bras. I'd forgotten. That I've filtered by, I'm like a double D now, and I've filtered by it. There are so many. What do you mean there's not like 2 or 1 that you have to get specially made? Thank you to everyone on here who has supported me through this. I know it's been a weird time. It's been a really, really weird few months for me personally and for the world as a whole. And you're sick of me saying it, but thank you. If you donated like £1, you have allowed me to get my life back. And I don't know what I'd be doing without that. I don't know how I ever coped like that for so long. But yeah, this was just a little summary of my past few months, well, past year and a half. I know there are a lot of people out there who I've spoken to who are thinking about maybe pursuing this as an option for them. And I really wanted to show that, like, whilst it wasn't all roses, and, you know, there are obvious risks at surgery, it's... my mental health is better because I can actually move. Like, it was incredibly worth it for me. Also, if it is something you're pursuing and you have any questions, feel free to shoot them my way. I'm over on Twitter. You know, I'm happy to talk about it. I very publicly did this. I'm very happy to talk about it. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this little video of my life. I've not done vlogging for a while, can you tell? But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this summary of what it's like trying to get surgery in COVID times. And if you did like it, give me a cheeky like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!